Let me give you a couple of pointers. Purpose is important. Having a purpose is an amalgam of what's in your own heart. Sometimes you have thoughts in your own heart and you can't share it with everyone because they think, they laugh at you. And sometimes even the closest people will dismiss your vision or your idea, your purpose. How are you? But never let anyone dictate or determine who you are. Because people will try. I was at school. I heard my name mentioned when I was walking down the corridor outside the staff room. And I heard my name, Lloyd, is my name. And I keyed my ears to the door to see what was going to be said. And one teacher was saying to the rest of the teachers, he, Lloyd, wants to be an accountant. I just had some interviews around the area of careers, and I'd mentioned, accountancy. But because they didn't think much of me, they were talking about it in the context, he's being silly. So to them, me being an accountant was a joke. Years later now, I've appointed chief constables of police, chief executives. I've appointed people, head teachers, have sit in boardrooms, have been involved with ministers of government in this country. The same one they said, being an accountant is laughable. So don't let anyone put you down. You have a family, you've got friends. Most teachers I know, most teachers, this school included, want you to do well. If you find a good teacher, and you will find one, you just make sure you listen and learn because they want the best for you. Your parents want the best for you. But even if nobody wants the best for you, you should have a desire for the best for yourself. Not because you're going to be selfish, not because you want everyone to think how great you are. I drop most of the titles I have. I have some titles you wouldn't believe, but I don't use hardly any of them. Not because, I'm self-effacing and just a nice guy. No, because the title doesn't make anything. It's who you are or what you do that matters. You can be successful. I chair Luton and Harmony, as you may have heard, and we're trying to recover the name of our town. It's a nice place to live. I lived in London. I visit other countries in the world, and Luton is a lovely place. And I only came for a visit, by the way, and I've been here 30 years. And I have no intention of going anywhere. Only a visit, came to a short stay, and I ended up being here 30 years later. And I love it. I love it. I love the people. I enjoy coming here. When the Jamaican High Commissioner came to Luton at my invitation, and we hosted her for the day, we're glad to have her. Well, we had a Jubilee service for Jamaica. Jamaica's celebrated 50 years a few years ago as an independent country. And we had a large service at the church, and the newly appointed Mr. Chris Nichols came along. And he and his wife, we had a great time together. In short, or my time is up, but let me say this. You will have opportunities in life because they come along. There's no human being that don't get opportunities. They come along. They don't come along every moment or every day. The chances are if you don't take them, you may miss it. You may have the right amount of seed, and the seeds are wonderful. But if you miss the season, it's too late. If you decide to sow in the wrong season, you're in trouble. So, opportunities come along, grab them. You're young, you can go to university, think about Cambridge, think about Oxford, think about LSC, think about all the great universities. Just don't think about the other ones. They're all good, but don't aim low. Set the bar high. Be the accountant, be the lawyer, be the professor, be the head teacher, the principal. You can. Don't you think you can? Of course you can. What's stopping you? Nothing, unless you decide to stop yourself. Black History Month is an occasion for people from Africa, the Caribbean, and local, to reflect that we can achieve, we have achieved, and we will achieve. Because the history of our world tells us this, that the people that do well are people who have a purpose, seize the opportunity, and have a vision. If you have a vision, life may knock you here, knock you there, but you get up, dust yourself off, and you have another go. Have another go, have another go, and keep having many goes, because the limit you place on yourself will be the thing that stops you achieving. My children have grown up now. I'm as busy now than I've ever been. I gave up secular, normal work. I was a senior manager in local government and what's called the housing association world. I was a consultant, management consultant for many years, getting serious amount of money. I gave it all up to concentrate on charity work in the church, for which I was not paid and not paid. But I gave it up because my purpose was bigger than the paycheck. My vision for the things that I want to do was not within that world. And God has enabled me to seize many good opportunities. Because the more we give is the more we intend to receive. It's a law that has never changed. You sow, you will reap. If you give today, you may get tomorrow. You will get tomorrow. Thank you for listening to me. Be inspired. Go forward. Be successful. Now, can you trust me by saying, turn to somebody and say, I know I can succeed. Come on, turn to somebody. You know it, don't you? I know I can succeed. Yes? Not all of you have done it. Come on, I know you. There are people willing you now. Some of you have done it, not all of you. Come on, turn. You two at the front. Say to one another, I know I can succeed. And you will. And when you're successful, remember your teachers, remember those who have contributed, and best of all, remember that you said you could, and you did. God bless you. See you next time.
That was Denny Lloyd. Hey, I was inspired. I can't lie to you, I was inspired, man. But there's a saying that I always used to hear. It says, if no one sees it for you, see it for yourself, right? And with us, we face, especially in Black History Month, we face a lot of discrimination, a lot of fire. And to be honest, we can be the change in our groups, right? In our friendship groups. So I personally enjoyed what he said, so can we give him another round of applause?